Tell me what you remember.
Titles. Battles. Glory.
Good work by Philogene. That is absolutely ecstatic scenes. A fairy tale. It's a comeback story for the ages. Coventry City's exile is over.
And good afternoon, welcome back. I trust you had a good summer. We are here on Swans TV live and ready to go for the opening game of the season. The Bet365 Stadium, there you see some of the Stoke City players arriving. There's a real sense of excitement this afternoon all around the country, but particularly at this fixture. Both sides looking to get off to a good start, especially our boys there. These are pictures from round about an hour and a half ago, give or take. The Swansea City players arriving on the team bus, and we'll get straight to the team news in a moment. There's the Bet365 for you, starting to fill up. The away end has been particularly noisy already for the last half an hour or so. Just short of 3,000 travelled up from South Wales for this one. It's a real, as I say, clamour for tickets as everybody has been starved of football. There's the Jack Army for you in the corner, starved of football throughout the summer months. Yes, there's been the World Cup, but we all want Swansea City football, of course, and we are back this afternoon with it. In terms of these two sides, but it makes the commentator's job easier this afternoon. Normally I'd have to tell you of where they are in the table and what changes they've made since last week. None of that really matters. Swansea City coming into this one looking as Stoke City will be for a place in at least the playoffs at the end of the season. Last year Swansea 11th, Stoke City 17th. There's the added bite to this afternoon's game that Stoke give a debut to their number 8, Ethan Galbraith. I think you can just see him above the shoulders of Josh Tymon there. Quick run through of the headlines in the Swansea City side. We'll go through it in full in a moment, but Zan Vipotnik starts for Swansea City up front. Elijah Just makes a league debut, as does Joseph Opoku, Musa Yeo and Stephen Welsh in midfield, and also Philip Lisser coming in the right back position. The talk is done from those building up towards the start of the season. The preparations are now over and we are underway. Both sides heading out from that corner. Referee Oliver Langford leading the way. And it's Stoke City against Swansea City. Here, not just on Swans TV Live this afternoon, but also on Swans Audio as well. I'm doubling up, so if you hear me telling you, as I always say, where the ball is on the pitch and you're thinking, well, I can see that myself, that's because this audio is going out on the Swans Audio channel. Lovely sunny afternoon. Just a little shade across the pitch from the main stand. And the two teams lining up. Swansea City in the newly unveiled black third kit. For Stoke City it is a familiar Potter's red and white striped shirt. So there's the Stoke City lineup, and as I say, Ethan Galbraith coming into midfield wearing 8. He will play alongside Ingleson in their 4-2-3-1 with Sam Gallagher as the front man. Mark Robbins, the manager at the Bet365 these days. Certainly expectations amongst the home supporters for an improvement on last season. Swansea City's lineup, I've run through most of them. 4-2-3-1 is how it's placed by our caption makers. And Zan Vipotnik looking to add to his 23 league goals from last season, 25 in all competitions. Right, before the game gets underway, the players having their last little kick around and stretch. It is right and proper at this moment that we pause and think about Jimmy Rimmer, the former Swansea City player and manager as well. He died yesterday, aged 78. Twice came to Swansea City. He was a Manchester United player, and in fact was on the bench in '68 when they won the European Cup. But he came on loan to Swansea back in the early 70s, got 17 games then went off, of course, played for Arsenal and Aston Villa, and then came back to Swansea in 1983, 3 seasons, 66 appearances to add to those earlier ones. Stayed on as a goalkeeping coach and then had 2 spells as caretaker manager. Jimmy Rimmer, so often in recent years in the Swansea press room at times before the game's always great to chat to Jimmy, and sadly passing away yesterday, aged 78. That is our referee, Ollie Langford. No stranger to Swansea City matches. It's his 8th time he's taken charge of an away game. He was last with us for a championship game in March 2022. That's the last away game he had for Swansea City. We won on that occasion at Peterborough United. He once sent off Kyle Norton back in 2020 as the Swans drew 2-2 at the City Ground in Nottingham. We are looking from the main stand down towards the pitch. Swansea in all black will play from right to left in the first half, and the 2026-27 season is seconds away from getting off and running. It'll be the home side to start us off, and away we go with the ball straight the way back to their keeper Johansson, downfield into the corner, and hooked away in that corner by Timon up towards the halfway line. Little outstretched foot from Yale. Ball played by Just against Ollie Langford, the referee. It'll have to be a drop ball. So Lawrence Vigouroux in goal, Josh Timon, Stephen Welsh, Ben Cabango and Philip Lisser across that back line of 4. We've got Fulton, Stamenic and Just in midfield. In the central positions, Poku and Yeo out wide, with Vipotnik as the front man. Over on that far side, Eric Junior Boca being challenged by Poku. Ball out to play for a throw. Both these sides relegated from the Premier League in 2018, came down together. Swansea are, between the two of them, the closest to having got back up, having twice been involved in the playoffs since. Stoke have not reached those heights. Forward ball by Just, out onto the left-hand side. It just runs off man Yeo and out of play for a throw. Halfway inside the Stoke half, on their right-hand side. Up the line it goes. Timon gets his head to it on the halfway line. A couple of players jumping around, bouncing in. The whistle goes. Looks to be So we go. Who has committed the foul? Timon on the halfway line, playing it back to Lissa, back to Vigouroux in the yellow shirt, shorts and socks, red stripe through it, up to the halfway line. Nice work, Stamanic, little touch to Just, playing it across over onto the far side. Jay Fulton picking up the ball for a free kick. Back it goes into the Swansea half from Lissa. Cabango across the back line to Welsh. Right-footed, launches it down that right-hand side, and there's a nice little bit of space. Trying to take it on, trying to get past that wall of red and white. Sorba Thomas brings it away for Stoke. Swansea win it back. Playing it low into the Stoke penalty area, cleared away up to the halfway line. Welsh has it and quickly right-footed, sending it over to Timon. Timon on to Yayo. Back to the halfway line. Fulton, good possession early on by Swansea City, who now go looking on that right-hand side. Matos on the side of the field, enjoying, as most are in the stadium, the sunshine this afternoon. Short-sleeved t-shirt. So far, he'll be very happy with what he's seen out there in terms of build-up. Can Swansea put something on the end of it now? Poco on the right-hand side. He's got on the touchline. Lissa closed down, can't go any further, knocks it back halfway inside the Stoke half. It's going back towards the halfway line. Cabango to Welsh. Welsh happy to take it on a step, then out into the space on the left with a former Stoke man. Timon curls a ball into the box, and it's a ball that is cleared away into the Swansea half. It's an empty Swansea half as far as Stoke City are concerned. Swansea have had over 80% of the possession so far. Another long ball over the top. This one far too high, far too long. Victor Johansson, 27-year-old Stoke City goalkeeper, collects it and then plays it round with his defenders, and then right-footed up towards the halfway line. Fulton gets a foot on it. You can't keep it going for Swansea. It's an opportunity to challenge for it, and it's hooked by Manoff into touch. Timon's probably about 10 yards back from where he needs to be, and he steps up now to the halfway line. Throw goes in, throw comes out. It'll have to go again. Little touch by Vipotnik. Into Stamanic. Stamanic now over onto the right-hand side. That's where Apoko is. Apoko, well, he's overhit that cross right over into the far corner. Swansea might just be able to retrieve it. Yes, they have. Yayo has it. He's closed down. Touches it back up the line to Timon. Swansea on the left-hand side, comfortable in possession. Back to Welsh. Just. It's a proper Swansea performance so far. Plenty of possession. There's only 6 minutes gone, but they've settled into this nicely. To bring a bit of doom and gloom to it. We saw this last week though against Birmingham. Really strong first 40 minutes. And a mistake giving the Blues what proved to be the only goal of the game. Melissa throwing into the centre circle, into space. It's a lovely, intelligent ball, and Swansea lofted over to the far left-hand corner. He can keep it in, but he can't keep possession for Swansea. Stoke clear, but not far. Fulton heads it back. Tymon's back defending. Just throws himself in. Fulton gets a touch on it. It's cleared over the halfway line into the Swansea half of the field. Stamenic just steps inside, edges his man out. There's appeals for a free kick. They come in from Ingleson. There was nothing wrong with the challenge from Stamenic, though. Just lent into his man, did everything he needed to do, and Swansea looking to build now on the right hand side, and the ball played ahead of Elijah Just and out of play. Just, of course, signing for Swansea from Motherwell in the summer. Last year, 35 games, 7 goals up there in Scotland. And he's looked lively already this afternoon. Here's Johansson with the goal kick over to the left-hand side. Hits it right-footed over the halfway line to the right-hand side, and there's a clear ball, and Stephen Welsh is taken down. Didn't really do a great deal to disguise that foul there. Gallagher grabbing the back of his shirt and throwing. Swansea City's summer signing to the ground. Free kick comes to nothing though, and it's back with Johansson. Graham playing it inside to Bosun, Larwell, the two central defenders. Nowhere really for them to go. Swansea doing a very good job of pressing high upfield. Now Stoke on the halfway line, left-hand side, decent ball in. Is there going to be a flag? I'm sure there is, but play seems to continue. And Stoke inside the penalty area, right-footed shot, oh, and it's against the crossbar, and it's in. And all eyes turn over to the official with the flag on the near side. The flag doesn't go up, and the Potters go in front with their first venture into the Swansea penalty area. Stoke City 1, Swansea City 0. Eric Junior Bocat hasn't scored for Stoke City so far in his career at the club, and he's needed just 10 minutes of the new season to do so this afternoon. Ball came in, it looked as though Rigo was offside, but when he played it back, the left back Bocat was there. Around 10 yards out, left-footed, lifted it over Vigouroux. Vigouroux moving to his left but couldn't get to it. It was a well-placed shot. And the Swansea keeper beaten. May even have taken a little deflection to spin it up in the air, but something of a surprise given the possession. The home side a goal to the good. Years of age, Bocat, and he's only scored 3 previous goals in his career. Long throw by Swansea City down the right hand side. Cleared away by Galbraith. And Cabango in trying to head the ball back upfield, puts it out of play himself, and it's the goal scorer who picks it up, wipes the ball dry using his shirt, and throws it in. Ingleson trying to control it, knocks it forward and out of play. in by Lissa. Back out to play, another throw. 15 yards inside the Stoke City half of the field, right hand side. Popnik touches it on. Just into the corner, tries to cross it. It's taken a touch. It's the first corner of the afternoon to Swansea City on the right hand side. Opportunity for Cabango to make his way upfield. Welsh is there as well. Fulton, Lissa, Vipotnik. For years, Stoke City were known for their set pieces and throw-ins. Let's see if Swansea can do something from this one. In by Timon, headed away rather comfortably in the end by Lowell. Lowell's way up to the halfway line. Results in a foul in favour of Swansea City. Quite clear foul. Ethan Galbraith pushing Musayeo to the ground. The ball goes back now to Vigouroux, left-footed, lifting it downfield, but there's a lot of left and a lot of down, and it runs all the way through to Johansson. City welcomed back to the Championship this season, as you can see. Welcome to the Championship, I should say. Adam Reach has scored for them against much fancied Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough 0, Lincoln City 1. Nice turn by Stamenic, continues his run, knocks it down the left-hand side, and he's taken down as he goes through, and there's no foul given. Stoke clear the ball long, and once again look offside inside the Swansea half of the field. Thankfully, Sorba Thomas lifting it high. And it comes to nothing. Galbraith it was with the quick thinking, knocking it right-footed, floating it over the top. And now it's Timon, level with the edge of his own penalty area, touches it back to Welsh, outside of the right booty, plays it upfield. Again, referees allowing the game to be very, very physical. And Fulton is the one who's penalised. Galbraith going down, two former teammates. And it wasn't much in the challenge from Jay Fulton, but free kick to Stoke City, who lead by that goal to nil. Swansea line up on the edge of their own penalty area. Sorba Thomas, the Welsh international, to take the free kick. It's about 30 yards from the goal line, but it's right over by the right-hand touchline as far as Stoke are concerned. We'll wait for the referee's signal. And here comes Thomas, right-footed, curls it in, headed away. They've got the header away. It's Galbraith who takes it over onto the left-hand side, and the challenge comes in from Philip Lissa. It's a challenge that's cheered by the Swansea City supporters. It is a throw. Stoke looking for a free kick, but a throw it is, level with the edge of the Swansea City penalty area, in front of the Swansea City fans. launched into the edge of the 6-yard box. Good header away by Ben Cabango. Swansea had everybody back defending, so they now have to get out as quick as they possibly can. And they have done, and this clears up to the halfway line, just curls out of play. Joseph Opoku trying to get onto it, but it's out for a Stoke throw. Don't forget, of course, we still have player stats that you can follow your favourite player on. It's on the Swansea City website under the match centre. Go in there, click on whichever player you'd like to know about. For example, Joseph Opoku, you'd be told he's had 6 touches. And he's won 1 duel so far from the opening 18 minutes. Vigarou's had 8 touches and now has the ball at his feet. Kicks over to the right hand side. It's chested down by Opoku, but Stoke coming away with the ball, and really good work by Lissa to get back. He committed the foul that stopped Stoke City, who were 2-on-1, from getting down that left-hand side. Sorba Thomas, who was sent off at Swansea last season, making the point to the referee that should have been maybe punished with a little more than a free kick. However, Opoku clearly had his shoulder and his shirt pulled in the build-up to that, so maybe it shouldn't even have got through to Sorba Thomas having the opportunity. It is a free kick 12 yards inside the Swansea City half. Certainly not going to trouble Swansea City direct, and they form a high line, and Stoke now race to try and get into the penalty area. They got behind the Swansea City defence and weren't too far off. Ingleson was the one that maybe got closest. It came in, the free kick high from over on the left-hand side, and Ingleson getting on the back of the Swansea City defence, throwing himself at it, clearly onside. And in the end, he's probably a foot or two away from making contact. After dominating the opening exchanges, Swansea have had to do a little bit more of the defensive work. Since the goal, the possession has dropped to 70%, still pretty impressive. But it's Bokat's goal on 10 minutes, separating the two sides. Swansea with a throw, 15 yards inside the home half of the field. Thrown back into the Swansea half. Portsmouth, as you see, a goal up against Queen's Park Rangers. Swansea managed to avoid defeat in their final 4 away league games last season, 2 wins and 2 draws. They've not won 5 successive games on the road without a defeat since 2020. As we get close towards the halfway point of the first half, they are a goal down. Timon playing the ball back to Welsh, Welsh back to Vigarou, centre of the penalty area, right by the D, back out to Welsh, Welsh short to Timon, infield to Fulton, Fulton on to Stamenic, halfway line, a little bit of a crowd around him, inside of the boot to Fulton. Fulton takes it into the crowd but continues his run and gets the return ball from Timon. Suddenly released is Yeo on the left hand side, crosses it in, it's going to come all the way across to Opoku, and it's a goal! Stoke City 1, Swansea City 1. And the summer signings come together in the wide positions down the left-hand side. Swansea opened up the Potters, and when the ball came across to Opoku, he added to his pre-season goal with his first strike for Swansea City into the net to level things halfway through the first half. Well, it's no more than their possession has deserved, and it was a lovely move. Fulton at the heart of it, down on the left-hand side, determined little run into a crowded area, took it on, got a return ball from Tymon. There was running on the overlap from Yeo, and when his cross came in, it took a touch from Vipotnik, came across to Opoku, and he hit it first time, took a little touch stroke deflection as it went in, but the keeper beaten. Right-footed drive coming in from that touchline. And the man from Ghana opens up his account to the delight of you watching or listening, and those in the corner at the Bet 365. Now then, Swansea on the run. Stamanic trying to break through. They're losing confidence at the moment. Opoku coming inside from the right-hand side, just for a moment lost possession. Lissa's over there with Sorba Thomas to make sure that he can't get away. And the ball played upfield. Kabango coming across to cover and putting it into touch. Halfway line. We've got a real game on our hands now. Opening day of the season. Two sides desperate to do well this season in the Championship. Stephen Welsh scurrying back into his own half, allowing the ball to go out of play. Swansea City throw. Just 43 goals for Welsh. 43 appearances, I should say. 2 goals for Celtic. Joined them in 2019. Had spells out on loan. He's got a real opportunity now. Come to Swansea City. Would have in his mind had dislodging Kabango or Burgess from the heart of the Swansea defence, and with the injury now to Cameron Burgess going to keep him out for quite some time, it's a real opportunity for Welsh. Another long throw for Stoke City, this time on the right hand side, again level with the edge of the Swansea penalty area. And in it comes, right to the centre, everybody up, and a good shot by Lawrence Figueroa, who comes to the left hand side of his 6-yard box to collect, and he kicks, and it's a really good kick over the halfway line. Opoku lifts it forward high into the air. Swansea running through Elijah Just, and it's Johansson at 6'2" that gets there first, right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Back with Jacks at home at half-time. I know you've missed it, so if you fancy getting a shout-out, hashtag Jacks at home, all one word, and we'll read some of them out at the tail end of the half-time break. Long ball by Swansea City over to the right-hand side. Zanfil Potnik collects it, but is offside. The flag going up immediately. George Byrne over on the far side. We've got Simon Clayton on the near side, and another Simon Matter on 4th official duties. Stoke lost their last 4 league games of the previous campaign. A run that left them on 55 points, 9 points behind Swansea City. and 6 places behind them in 17th. Downfield from Vigouroux over the halfway line. Comes back to that area. Stamenic has it under control. Stamenic to Lissa. Lissa to just now. Swansea building patiently into Vipotnik. He feels one into the back, and the referee gives the free kick to the Swansea front man. There's a clear foul. Luke Graham committing it, and the man from Scotland now makes his way back, and they're just so similar in this game. Another high line, this time from Stoke City. 7 in defence, but all outside the 18-yard box. Timon and Just looking maybe to drop one over the top. Timon touches it short. Just waits, lifts into the box over to the left-hand side. Chasing after it into the corner is Cabango, who looked as though he was fouled, but the referee says no. Anderson's challenge was legitimate. A couple of new rules this season, none of them as yet having any impact on this game. We'll mention them as and when. All intended to keep the action flowing faster and giving the fan a better product. Now then, Timon, Fulton on the left-hand side. Again, there's not a lot of space. The ball is off. Also, Yeo. Let's have a play for a throw. Downfield it goes. Timon this time has to clear out. And it's a Stoke throw right down by the corner flag. Sam Gallagher coming forward. He'll fancy himself on the end of this one. It's inevitably going to be a long one, and we are reaching half an hour played at the Bet 365. Right hand side, Ingleson picking up the ball to throw in, having a little moan, it looks like, with the assistant as he prepares to launch this one. Again, deep into the 6-yard box, flicked onto the far side. Who got the last touch? All eyes on the referee. The referee says it will be a Stoke City corner. Into the area it came. Stamenic got one touch on, and Poco got the last clearance out over the goal line. Sorba Thomas, second in the assists table last season, places the ball down. Right-footed, curls it with pace to the near post. Swansea get up, they head away. Vipotnik, and he stayed down. The way he landed is of concern. He's picking himself up, getting back into an onside position as the ball's put back into the Swansea penalty area and goes out for a goal kick. We'll just have a little look as Ben Wilmot puts that ball out of play at Zan Vipotnik. He's moving okay now, and he's heading back to a more advanced position. Just from the goal kick, lifting it into the Stoke half. Back it comes. Fulton heads it down. Wasn't the cleanest of contact, but he's got the ball to a Poco. Poco out onto the right hand side. Just and Lissa there, and it comes back in, and it's into the box. It's cleared away, picked up by Timon on the left hand side. 25 yards from goal. First touch with the left boot, gets a return ball from Stamenic. Swansea being forced back by Stoke City. Right-footed, lifts it down the left-hand side. Swansea trying to race through from Just, and he's shielded out and blocked out. It's a physical battle as the ball runs out for goal Goal kick. All the man to see it over the line. Stoke scored just 51 goals last season, Swansea 57. And Swansea finished with a better goal difference because they conceded more, but not too many more to cancel out the goals scored advantage. Now then, forward ball flicked on by Vipotnik, over on the right hand side of the penalty area. Poku with a man in front of him holding it up. Oh, he played it back to try and get to Vipotnik. It's picked up by Just, who lifts it across to Stamanic. A couple of good touches to control it. Stoke getting men back behind the ball. Stamanic back, playing it to the centre circle to Cabango. Now then, Welsh out into space on the left hand side to Tyman just clips one in. It'll be, if it goes, and it does, it'll be a Swansea City corner on the left hand side. Bosun Lowell to get that ball out. Left hand side. Lifted in and it's on target, but it's a comfortable one from Stamanic's header. Sorry, Thomas looking to get away on the left hand side. Swansea stopping him from doing so. Swansea 1-1 then, currently with Stoke. Behind after 10 minutes, but level through Joseph Opoku's first goal for the club. Very much positively looking for the advantage. Just over 10 minutes left of the first half. Stoke City throw over on the left hand side, halfway line, thrown in, man off, whipping it over to the right hand side, but it was pretty aimless and it's out of play, and not even his manager Mark Robbins bothers to stop that going any further. Leaves it for Swansea City to collect. 56 years of age now, Mark Robbins. In charge at Stoke, his 6th club. 7th managerial job. He, of course, was twice at Coventry City. Will start life in the Premier League next weekend. Just over the halfway line, a free kick for Swansea City. Luke Graham has picked up the ball following his challenge on Stamanic. The referee wants to have a few words. Stamanic claiming it was an arm round the waist that took him down. Graham left it. Ingleson got the yellow card. Yayo for Swansea, level with the edge of the penalty area, 2 to take on. He can't do so. On the left hand side, it's Fulton to Stamanic. Swansea onside and getting a corner kick on the left hand side. Really good positive work by Swansea, almost barging their way through those Stoke City players, determined to get into the box. Here's the corner on the left hand side. Tyman going across to take it. Stamanic having a really influential role in the game. Tyman to deliver. They got a header on target from the last one. Here it comes. This time it's not as good. It's headed away up to the halfway line. Yayo. Well, he plays it with so much power, unfortunately. And it's out now for a Stoke City throw. Luke Graham was booked for that foul, so definitely got that one right. It's whether Ingleson was also carded. Right hand side, Manoff, Miljan Manoff, put the ball into the box. It's an easy clearance for Ben Cabango, puts his right foot through it. Over to the left, Stoke go, and this time Cabango is just out of his central position to cover, and he does a good job again. Lissa, ball at his feet, clears downfield up to the halfway line. Stoke with numbers pick it up, but I was going to say terrific work by Stamanic, who comes through, collects the ball. The referee says though it's a free kick for a foul on Ingleson. Just going to get another look at it. I'm not even sure it's a foul. Looked as though Stamanic just put his foot in front of Ingleson, and that caused the home midfielder to go down. And there's Cherry rising for Queen's Park Rangers. Portsmouth 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1. Lincoln still lead at Middlesbrough by a goal to nil. Derby, who we play in a couple of weeks' time, they had a goal up in London at Charlton Athletic this afternoon. And earlier today, as this ball comes into the Swansea penalty area and is headed out for a goal kick, earlier today Bolton beat Preston by 2 goals to 1. And we watched that one before coming on air for this one. Quite how Preston failed to equalise in the closing stages, I am not sure. A couple of these Stoke City free kicks now starting to get round the back of the Swansea City defence. I'm sure Vito Matos will have a little word about some of that during the half-time break. It's only 5 minutes away. It may take a little longer. Stoke have a man down. If you're with us for the TV pictures, it's easy to see where the injury will have occurred. And if you're with us on Swans Audio this afternoon, I'll describe it as the groin area. Experts now on work in the inside upper leg. These players, understandably, I think at this time of year and in these temperatures, coming to the side of the field in order to grab a drink, and it gives an opportunity as well for Vito Matos to have a few words, get a little bit of extra instruction. Chance to have a little look at the Jacks at home and see who or what is coming in, and there are some familiar names already this afternoon. Good to see you. Let's get as many as you can in, get your first shout outs of the season, and they'll be coming up during the half-time break. We're still waiting here with added time just being added as we wait to find out whether Bosun Lowell is going to be fit to come back on. It's not looking too great for him at this stage. If he is going to stay on, and he's not, but if he was going to stay on, then he would have to go off for at least a minute. But the change is going to be made. play back underway. Swansea in possession of the ball. The clock says just short of 43 minutes. Cabango lifts it down the centre, looking for Stamanic. Cleared back to the halfway line. Welsh is there. Heads it forward again. In the centre, just as the target. Swansea have it. Out it goes on the far side to Opoku, the goal scorer for Swansea City. Plays it low into the penalty area. Graham sticks a foot out and clears up to the halfway line, and there are no chances taken at that point by Ben Cabango, the captain, turning it back to his goalkeeper. The Stoke change is imminent the next time the ball goes out of play. Can Swansea take advantage? Lowell at the moment just plodding around the field. He knows his time is limited. Ball across field. Yayo lets it bounce and he can't keep it in play. It's out for a throw. And is this the time where the change is made? It's not. Swansea quickly take the throw themselves. It's halfway line with Fulton. Fulton into the centre circle to Cabango. Gallagher not really closing Ben Cabango down, and it's square again to Fulton. Swansea number 4 to the Swansea number 5. Cabango to Lissa, over on that right hand side, over the halfway line towards Opoku. Can't get onto it. Graham sends it back. Johansson, the keeper, downfield. Long clearance by him. Back with Stamanic, halfway line. Fulton and Lissa. Lissa looking to go across field. It's too close to the home keeper, and he gathers. Lowell still hobbling round. Here he is on the ball now. Let's see how comfortable he is. Decides to give it back short to his keeper. At the moment, Stoke City can't get out. Thomas into Galbraith, halfway line. The boos from the away supporters. There's a gap and Stoke exploited on the left hand side, coming forward, and this time the flag does come up on the near side, and Ingleson is in an offside position. 4 added minutes at the end of this first half. First half that has seen Swansea City have plenty of the possession. 71.6% if you want to be precise. Kick by Vigouroux up to the halfway line. Swansea will go towards their own supporters in the second half. It's a free kick to Stoke. Challenge on Graham just as that ball was dropping from the Swansea keeper's kick. So it's 20 yards inside the Swansea half, and Johansson will take it himself. Former Villa and Leicester man, the Stoke City goalkeeper, but he never made a single appearance for their first team. Had to go to Rotherham to get his big breakthrough. Joined Stoke in 2024. Here he is to launch the goal kick, the free kick I should say, from the goalkeeper downfield. 46 and a half minutes gone. Down it comes into the Swansea left back position. There's a little flick on by Gallagher into the corner, and it runs out of play. Timon happy to be pushed and pulled as long as no contact was made on the ball, and it's out for a throw. Straight down the line it goes. Back it comes. Little push on Fulton, and the referee has got a really good side-on view of that. Sam Gallagher didn't agree with the decision, but on the left-hand corner of the Swansea penalty area, they have themselves a free kick. And it's taken by Vigouroux. Halfway line. Welsh heads it in the air. Well, there was a push there that surely the the halfway line, but only sending it down the field and then out 20 yards away. Back in it comes from the Stoke throw, quickly won by Fulton. Swansea nudging it forward. Lowell gets it away. It's just bouncing from one side to the other at the moment. Hooked forward by Just, over onto that right hand side. He's battling for it, but again cannot get anybody in a black shirt on the ball. Now then, it comes back. Swansea do flick it on from Just. It's out of play for a throw, level with the edge of the Stoke penalty area. Bocat, the goal scorer for Stoke, putting the ball out of play. Just 30 seconds of the added time to go. Can Swansea City grab something late on? Issa, little touch, trying to build up. Apoko just can't get it out from under his feet. Sorba Thomas comes away. Lissa's onto him, quickly turning it inside. Apoko even further inside to Vipotnik, just not strong enough. The Swansea frontman Stoke coming away, and it's really good recovery work by Yayo, and he gets back to the halfway line. Stops Stoke going any further, and the whistle from Ollie Langford goes. Half time at the Bet365 Stadium. First 45 minutes of the season gone, just short of 70% possession from Swansea City. They went behind after 10 minutes. Eric Bocat with his first goal for Stoke City. He's been there a number of seasons. It was cancelled out by a first goal for Swansea City from Joseph Opoku 22 minutes into his debut. Jacks at home to come during the break. It's half time. Stoke City 1, Swansea City 1. It's half time at the Bet365. Time to just have a little look at the Jacks at home. There's a good few of you to keep me busy. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to hear from you all. Jamie was in first. Jamie feeding the little one there. Says last bottle in the house before making our way down the Swansea Jack. And there's the little one guzzling the milk in the Swansea City home kit. Jim Ettry is our first from America this season. Good to hear from you again, Jim. Celebrating the start of the Swans season by moving out of our Dallas, Texas house. Where are you going, Jim? Let us know. We're hoping it all goes well. They look as though they're moving as well in New Jersey. They're all in the car. What's going on? Greetings from Asbury Park. They're heading to Legends Football Factory to see the game, see the kick-off start of the season. It's Mike, of course, from New Jersey. Who have we got in with him this year? Heather, of course. Brooke and Joe, a couple more of the Global Jacks, will be meeting up at the Legends Bar. And they are very much bedecked in the Swans kit and on their way. Chris Jenkins, come on the Swans, let's get 3 points today, and dedicate it to the late great singer Bonnie Tyler. I know there is a procession taking place in Swansea this afternoon, and of course Bonnie's service in the city centre on Monday, and our thoughts with everyone involved in that. Daidalo still on a golf trip in Spain with the North Bank Beer Club, watching the mighty Swans with Birdie Bob and Bogey Brian. Upper Jacks, says Di. Mark Richards, a very good morning from himself and of course his beautiful wife Laura, watching in Glendale, Arizona. Wishing all the best to the team this season. And here's the 3 points this afternoon. Pete Thomas, come on you Swans, excited for the new season from Minnesota. Welcome back, he says, to us here on Swans TV, and of course everybody within the global Jack community. The Canadian Swans, they never let us down. 7 a.m. it was in Vancouver when they got themselves up. Great to be back. Lots of positives around the club this summer, they say, and let's have a good start to the season. We got a thumbs up from Tyler, who's saying cheers to everybody from New York. He's looking forward to the new season. Feeling a Swans win coming our way and a Poku goal as well. Do you know what, Tyler? You're doing all right so far. We've got the goal. We're halfway to a win, in as much as we're all square at one apiece, and it's all set up nicely for the second half. Swansea City, loyal, watching in Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt, and they have got that game on and have sent us the picture of it. Who else is watching in a public house? The Bad Bunny in Bridgend, apparently. It's come from Gareth, Leyland and Cody, who say they are an establishment watching the game. Craig Morgan, it's the first game of the season and the first season as a family of 4. So we've got Noah, Harper, Mammy and Daddy, and they're all there with their smiles for the start of the season. Great to see that, Craig. Neil Jones, Swans TV is back, and Neil Jones is back, the new Delhi Jack. He says, let's see our true colours and quality this season. He's had 3.5 years in India, and he's only got 5 months left out there, and he's looking forward to seeing the Swans in person later this season. Neil says he'd take a point this afternoon. What about now, Neil? Second half to come, 1 each from what you've seen. Maybe revise that a little more optimistically. John Marinko, hello Anthony and all you fellow Jacks at home from Brick, New Jersey. Sun is shining on a beautiful day. John is optimistic about this match. He says it feels great being undefeated in league matches. Right, let's have a look. Zan Vipotnik, scoring all the time, is the name of the next person to send one out. Shout out to Finley Mansell. His favourite player is apparently Stamenic. Let's just step back here. Gary Sage wants a shout out to the Sage boys. We're chanting and cheering the Swans on holiday. Can't wait to be in the stadium next time. Come on, the Swans. Darren Jones says, welcome back to everyone on Swans TV Live. Great team goal from the boys. This one came in obviously after the Swans had equalised. For Potnick to get a brace in the second half. Come on, you Swans. That's from Daz and the Peanut Butter Princess watching in sunny Santa Barbara. Di Matthias. The Matthias family are watching in Valencia this afternoon. Little Lily in her Swans kit, 5 months old today. Happy birthday to Lily. Dylan says his mate Declan is getting married tomorrow. He's currently watching the game at his villa. Can we wish him well? Consider it done. The Philly Jacks, sunny Philadelphia, enjoying the game. Let's bring 3 points back home. Can we have a shout out to the boys watching in Toronto, please? Hugh says there are 40th birthday celebrations going on there. The Turf Studio are really enjoying Fulton get the better of Galbraith in the run-up to Opoku's goal. They don't like the criticism Fulton gets, so let's hope we can sneak another one or two. Stamenic superb in the first half, just to score the winner. Hong Kong Jacks, anniversary night out for cocktails with the wife, followed by the Swans on TV, cutching on the sofa. You've got it made out there, guys. Just hoping for a win now up the Jacks. Chris, good question. Finn, watching the Swans from Sydney, Australia. Jay Fulton playing like the Scottish Messi. Shout out to Joseph Morgan, Jim and Dan the data man. Richard Hammond is in sunny Spain. Swans supporter 8 says Jay Fulton played well for the goals. Swans are going to win. And then the White Rose in Mumbles is in trouble tonight. James is on holiday in Cyprus. Simo is part of the Brisbane Jacks watching in the early hours. They're going for a 3-1 win to the Swans. And they're your Jacks at home this afternoon. No Sean Morgans. He's definitely been away the last couple of weeks. He's been messaging me when we haven't been on with commentary. Where are you, Sean? Come on. Jacks at home, back next week. Second half back right now. As you can see, Maxi Talavirov is on for the home side. The only change, no change from the Swansea City lineup, which I will run through for you when we get a nice little break in play. Swansea to kick off in the second half, then going from left to right in the third kit, all black, sending the ball back to Vigouroux, and then he launches it upfield, by which time everyone's got into advanced positions in the second half. In the Stoke half, I should say. Still recovering from a very busy Jacks at home there. Ball across field, over onto the right hand side and out of play. Swans playing towards their own supporters in the second half. Vigouroux in goal. Josh Tyman, Stephen Welsh, Ben Cabango and Philip Lissa in defence. Jay Fulton, Marco Stamenic and Elijah Just in midfield. Joseph Opoku and Musa Yeo out wide. Sam Vipotnik up front. Give you the subs later on. And a reminder, if you are just joining us, we are broadcasting words and pictures on Swans TV Live. It is words only on Swans audio, so if you hear me describing where the ball is, like this free kick is just on the halfway line in the centre circle, and you're wondering why, you can see that, but it's for those who aren't getting the pictures and haven't just seen Zan Vipotnik getting fouled. Maxi the man, the substitute, to commit the foul. Is it too early to look at the championship table? I don't know, we're in the top 8. There's a line, there's an extended line this season, of course. It used to be a line after positions 1 and 2, and then after 3, 4, 5, 6. This season, it's down to 8th place, getting involved in the end of season promotion or playoffs. Swansea City just in there at the moment. And for those saying, look, it's only 45 minutes in, what's he going on about? He might be happy to be in the top 8 by November or something. Let's make everything as positive as we can this season. Here's Stamanic leaving it for Vipotnik from distance. He pulled the right foot back and he smashed it into the ball, but it deflected away and it spun away. He hasn't really had too much of a look in the game, but it spun away for a throw. And from that throw, Swansea, and it's now going to be a Stoke City throw. Vipotnik 21 touches in the first half. He's already had a couple in the second half. Credited with the assist for the goal, the cross from the left hand side. He got the touch that took it over to Opoku on the far side. And it's a Stoke throw right down in their right back position by the corner flag, thrown up towards the halfway line. Welsh lifts it back, bounces round awkwardly. Swansea have always been better when it's down on the deck. Manoff coming forward, good covering work by Cabango, and it's off the Swansea defender. Down into the corner. Has it gone for a throw, or has it gone the throw inside of the flag? Manoff it was, as I say, the broke through. There wasn't a great deal on. He tried to square it in, and I think the corner very much the best he could have hoped to have got. And a corner kick it is, the first of the second half on the left hand side. Sorba Thomas takes them all. Here he is running up, delivers it in near post. It's flicked on. Opoku it was that got the touch that sent it over to the far side, and then when Stoke looking to bring the ball back into the penalty area, headed forward, there's too much on it, far too much on it, and it's out of play for a goal kick. What about Ethan Galbraith against his former side? 22 touches so far. His pass accuracy just 55%. Swansea have really done a job on him. And they come forward now, the Swans, with a number 8, Elijah Just, into the penalty area to Vipotnik, pulls it back from the right hand side. It's low, there's comfortable collection on the near post. Stoke of the ball just outside Graham on one side of the penalty area, Talavera off on the other, and just playing the ball across the back. And it's Luke Graham now booked in the first half up to the halfway line, left hand side to Sorba Thomas. Possession just moving from one side to the other. Opoku quite strong, trying to take it on, and slips the ball to Stamanic. Stamanic gets fouled, free kick. Thomas Rigo disagrees with the decision. Swansea take it quickly. Just on the right hand side, plays it backwards to Lissa, and now it's Just again. Swansea with a throw, level with the edge of the Stoke City penalty area. 52nd minute. And over on the far left hand side, Swansea City coming forward. Fulton just received it and played it back, and he's been so strong in possession of the ball this afternoon that it was the wrong decision. He got cleared away. Thomas knocks it down the left hand side. So coming together. Lissa is the man that stops Sorba Thomas getting down the line. Ingerson comes in shoulder to shoulder with Lissa. I'm not sure the Swansea player did a great deal wrong there. He put an arm out And Sober Thomas was the one that threw the Swansea defender and tried to throw him to the ground. And Thomas is going to get yellow carded by the look of it. This has been carded for the original incident. And it looks like Thomas also saw yellow for the aftermath. So it's only a yard in from the touchline. It's a good 40 yards out from the goal line, but it's a Stoke City free kick on the left-hand side. Regularly throughout the first half, they ran in late, they killed the ball behind. They've done exactly the same here. Figueroa happy to leave it run and go out over the goal line. Gives me a chance while that ball's out of play to just mention one other Jacks at home, Fabs and Emilio, looking for a shout out there. Currently on holiday in Italy, so there you are. And thanks Mario for sending that one in. From the goal kick, Swansea working it up to the halfway line. It's a lovely little ball, it's lovely play. They're advancing forward on that left-hand side. Now then, can they break into the penalty? As Stamanic it was coming forward, and he just got a few yards inside the box. They'd all combined on that left-hand side to get forward. Vipotnik on the halfway line. Stamanic grabs a breather as Swansea try to win the ball back. Man off. Referee waves play on. He thought he'd seen a foul on the Stoke City man. The ball's played over to the Stoke left, on to Sober Thomas, halfway line, brings the ball inside, right-footed, knocks it on to Arrigo. Arrigo on to Ingelsson, and it's a ball that's not going to trouble anybody at all. Real waste of an opportunity from the Stoke City number 6, left-hand side, inside the penalty area. He's round the back really of Cabango. He's got his head up and he's floated across when he's got Sam Gallagher in the middle to try and pick out, and he's not been able to do so. Josh Key for Philip Lisser. That's the Swansea City change. 10 minutes inside the second half. Makes a bit of sense. Lisser booked, of course. That would have had a huge bearing. Vito Matos is thinking. And Figueroa knocking it down the centre. Johansson coming well out of his penalty area, the Stoke City keeper, launching it himself downfield. Galbraith got hold of it. There was a meaty challenge in that got the cheers from the Swansea faithful. It's a Stoke City ball, halfway line, a throw in near side in front of the two technical areas. It's Vito Matos that has to give the ball to Sober Thomas to take it, and Stoke switch it immediately over to Manhoff over on the right hand side. He's now up against Tymon, comes inside, lifts the ball left footed towards the penalty area. Stephen Welsh heads away. Crucial part of the game this. All square at a goal apiece. Seen a little bit more of Sam Vipotnik getting chances himself around the edge and inside that Stoke City penalty area in the second half. Stoke here though looking to put a long throw in from the right hand side, and it's Vipotnik this time that is on defensive duties, headed back out. Manhoff left footed into the box, headed away. Ben Cabango. Everybody is back for Swansea, so Stoke easily able to put the ball back over onto the right-hand side. Manhoff crossing it in, and it was a really good cross. It was a dangerous one. It was heading towards Gallagher, and in the centre, Swansea City had Stephen Welsh to get up and head the ball away. Really inviting cross, right on the edge of the 6-yard line it dropped, in the centre of the goal. And Gallagher, well, he was twisting his body ready to convert that one into the net, and with his quality you would have thought that he would have done so. But Walsh has saved Swansea on that occasion. It's a corner on the left-hand side. Thomas drills it, collected comfortably, straight up with the gloves. Figueroa has it, and he goes down to his knees to just catch his breath. He tries to launch it, and its ball is blocked. And the referee will ask that it's just taken again. Thomas Rigo, the man to get in the way, and he's appealing to the referee. There was nothing wrong with what he did. He was standing in front of Vigouroux. Vigouroux kicked it, and Rigo was standing there, and I don't think he's done a great deal wrong either. He's not moved. The Swansea keepers just kicked the ball at him. Either way, it's ended up downfield and out of play, level with the edge of the Stoke City penalty area on the right hand side. Fixtures in the Championship tomorrow. There's one game of some interest on Monday night, and then next Saturday, first home game, Swansea City against Sheffield United. We'll be here on both Swans TV, subject to your viewing restrictions, and also on Swans Audio, 3 o'clock UK time. Sorba Thomas, edge of the box, right-footed, and it's a superb stop by Lawrence Vigouroux. Sorba Thomas moved into the centre, got right to the edge of the box. He was looking to line up and pick his spot, and he hit it firmly. It was rising with his right boot. It was heading towards Vigouroux's top right-hand corner, and the Swansea keeper has made a save, pushing the ball away for a corner that keeps Swansea City all square at one apiece. He's got 2 goals in 27 Wales international appearances, Sorba Thomas. He looked as though he was going to add to one to his club tally there. Now he takes the corner, again on the left-hand side. Cleared away near post. Last 5 minutes or so, it's been Stoke applying the pressure. Thomas, left-hand side, floats it right-footed, right over the far side of the field. And a little touch from Rigo, and it's out for a goal kick. On the bench today for Swansea City, they've already, of course, made one change. Jason Om, Andy Fisher, Thiago Parente, Carter Hayward, Adam Eder, Ronald, Leo Volta, and Melka Waddell. Josh Key already on. I would imagine that early season fitness will play its part in the next half an hour. It may be that the two managers have to make changes for those reasons. Key little touch to hold the ball, but he can't keep it. Sorba Thomas, we're seeing more and more of him on the left hand side. We're starting to see him drifting into the middle as well, but this is Manhoff over on the right hand side, plays the ball into the box. The outstretched foot of Gallagher doesn't get anywhere near. It's with Vigouroux. Swansea keeper releases the ball, and it's chipped downfield, knocked out by Luke Graham, 20 yards inside the Stoke half, right hand side. Parker was the man giving chase. No surprise really that Middlesbrough are 1-1 with Lincoln City. And the throw from Josh Key, and it's going to just drift slowly over the goal line. former Dundee man takes the goal kick. And he's forced his side back into some defensive work, and Swansea closed down quickly, and it will be another goal kick. After the last 8 minutes or so, it's just nice to have a bit of action down this side of the field. Benson kicks to the left hand side. Bullcat to Thomas. He's straight past Josh Key, just left him standing. But his ball into the box. It is poor. There's nobody there. And straight into the gloves of Lawrence Vigouroux. Long one from the Swansea keeper, headed out of play by Bullcat. It's a Swansea throw, halfway inside the Stoke half. They've done a lot of that this afternoon, quick kicks from Vigouroux to get them downfield. Comes to nothing. Little short pass on the halfway line. Right, triple change. Ida, Widdell, all coming on for Swansea City. What Widdell will bring, you bring that high energy in the middle. Ida will work tirelessly up front, and with the right service can get a goal himself on pace and trickery out wide. Let's see who's going off. For the first one to be going off, Musa Ieo, and that's for Expect to see Vipotnik's number 9 coming up shortly. Widdell is the next change. And Widdell is going to be for Just, and Ida for Vipotnik. So that's 4 changes made by the visitors. Decent strength in the squad these days, so they're very much positive changes. And here comes Swansea on the left hand side immediately from those changes. Getting involved. Swansea now with space on the left hand side. Ball in. Ida! He's been on the field a matter of seconds, and he's got Swansea City in front with his first of the season. On part of the build-up, he then laid it off. The ball released on the left-hand side, and the ball crossed in, and Adam Ida there. Well, there are smiles amongst those in black on the field at the moment. The Swansea players celebrate, and rightly so. They lead at Stoke by 2-1. They just stepped out in the right back position for Stoke City. It left the space, the cross came in, and as it did, Ida left-footed, just side-footed it past the keeper. He made it look oh so simple, but Swansea had Ida and inside the box to get on the end of this cross. And Josh Tyman last season got so many assists. He's got another one already this season. Well, it was the perfect corner as well for Swansea to score, right in front of the travelling supporters. I don't think even in his wildest dreams Vito Matos would have thought that his substitutes would impact on the game so soon. From a goal down, they're 2-1 up. Swansea leading at the Bet 365. It is Adam Ida's 7th league goal for Swansea City since arriving from Celtic last season. Three-quarters of the game gone. Hymns and arias belted out from the away end as the ball goes over the goal line and out of play for a Stoke City goal kick. Taken by Graham to Johansson, who just lifts it straight out of play. Waddell picks up one of the multi-balls, looks to take the throw. Right hand side for Swansea, halfway inside the Stoke City half, and the referee says no, I'm going to count you in here, as Waddell leaves it for Josh Key. 5 seconds now once the referee starts counting to take that throw, and he probably got to 2 before Key threw in, and Swansea have the ball from the throw. Apoko continues to go on the right hand side, and they try to give him a return ball. He just couldn't get round the back, but Swansea come again with Fulton back heel to Waddell playing it back towards the halfway line to Cabango back to Waddell on the right hand touchline. Forward, Swansea with numbers. Josh Key is one of them. Right hand side, lifts the ball up to the far side of the penalty area. It's headed back in from that point of the field, and Johansson collects it. Well, they were committed to forward positions there, Swansea City. They have to get back fairly quickly, and they have. It's a little bit of a challenge from Timon as Rigo has it. Rigo lifting it into the penalty area. Cabango heading it out, and Waddell getting there and just getting pulled as he does so. And it's a free kick, Swansea City on the edge of their own penalty area. Chance to catch breath, not just for the players but for the commentator as well, and there's going to be a little bit of reaction to the scoreline and events from Stoke City. Some Gallagher's coming off, Robert Bosnick coming on. Let's try and keep an eye on all of these. We've got Junho Bai coming on, and also Jibril Samari. Galbraith, what's the score? Say the Swansea City supporters, it was inevitable, wasn't it, once they got in front, that they would mention it to the former midfielder. Right hand side, Opoku looking to try and get to the byline. He's got a corner right hand side, and he turns to the Swansea supporters and he's waving both arms in the air. He's hyped for this, there's no doubt at all about that. Bursting onto the right hand side, and Bocat, who scored his first goal for Stoke in the first half to put them in front, concedes the corner. 19 minutes to go. Timon placing it. He's going to have to respot that one. It's not quite hovering over the arc on the right hand side, but pretty much everybody back in red and white now. Usual players forward for Swansea City. Corner taken short. It's not a great one, and it's cleared away near post, and it's out for a throw. He knows he's only got 5 seconds and the countdown has started. Gets it back, gets the short ball from Opoku. Swansea with numbers on this right hand side. Key plays it back. Cabango lifts it down the right hand side but just drops it behind everybody and out of play for the goal kick to Stoke. It's so close to the corner flag that Johansson picks up the spare ball and takes it in. Pass is completed. You see it there in the top of your screen. Stoke 110, Swansea 248. They've played the better football. They lead the game. It's not really a question of, or only a question of, can they see it out and take the points. They're playing well enough at the moment that they could go and get more. Opoku out to Josh Key, right hand side. One of Swansea substitutes gets as far as the penalty area, forced back, plays it back to the halfway line to Cabango. His ball to Key, and there's not a lot on. The former Exeter man plays it back to Vigouroux. Stephen Welsh, who has had an incredible 73 minutes start for Swansea City. And here he is, right-footed across field to Opoku. 15 yards inside the Stoke half. Gets a return ball from Adam Eder, who'd come deep. It's on via Stamenic over to on the left-hand side. Just little steps moving forward. Floats the cross in, and it was so close to Eder getting a touch, and in the end when it drops he twists and turns and touches it into the side netting, but that was just inches away from the Swansea striker. Just accelerated, lifted the ball in, and Eder getting away from those looking to mark him. And on the edge of the 6-yard box, it was away from him. It dropped down again, and he tried to flick it past him, but it went into the side netting. Goal kick. Johansson sending it downfield. It's out. It's a Swansea City throw. Thomas halfway line, over the halfway line it goes. Swansea getting back with Waddell. Waddell making sure that Bai can't go any further. It's just bouncing around, and I said earlier on that the referee was quite happy to let the game be a little bit physical, and a couple of challenges going in there. Stamenic picks himself up. Great ball wrong, Bosnick leaning in, standing his ground. Quarter an hour. Jorski with the throw. Testing the referee's resolve. 1, 2, 3. Throws in. Over the top, trying to get it into Eder, who's battling for it and is trying to claim, even though it clearly went off him. He's trying to claim it's a Swansea City throw, but Stoke City in their left-back position, and it is their left-back Bocat that takes it. In it goes, and the boots flying round, and Galbraith just hacked to the floor by Jay Fulton. Stoke free kick just inside their own half. They're not going to delay over this at all. Let's take quickly over to the right hand side. Decent afternoon for some of the away teams this afternoon, or should we flip it round and say from the 3 o'clock kickoffs, it's not been a good afternoon for the home sides, not one of them winning in the Championship. Millwall leading at Bristol City by 2 goals to 0. QPR 3-1 up at Portsmouth. Swansea here leading Stoke by 2 goals to 1. And then Lincoln and Derby both 1-1 at Middlesbrough and Charlton respectively. It's a Swansea City goal kick. Cabango takes it short to Vigouroux. 1 touch to control it, left-footed downfield. Out to play it goes, on the halfway line. Stoke City right. Infield. It goes to Graham. Graham across to Bocat. Bocat back to Graham. regroup nicely in the midfield positions. Long ball by Stoke City, headed away over on the far side, and it probably got to be turned back to the keeper, but it doesn't matter. Swansea back on the front foot on the right hand side. Apoko on the corner of the penalty area, slips it to Widdell, corner of the box. What's he going to do? Right foot, slides it over to Om's got the overlap from Timon tries to come in, get the cross in, which he does, and it's deflected away for a corner kick over on the far right hand side. And Swansea are in the position at the moment where they can wait and they can time their movements, and they can try and pick off Stoke City for a third goal, and that's almost what they did there. Corner kick over on the far left hand side in front of those Swansea fans. Here it comes, curled in. It's not a great one, it's easily hooked away at the near post. It'll be a Swansea throw halfway inside the Stoke half. Looking for offers to take it. The referee is already counting as Timon collects, throws in to They exchange passes and it's off the Korean. It's a Stoke throw. I don't know about you, but this clock seems to be going remarkably slow. 11 minutes left. We just want the final whistle. Swansea City leading by 2 goals to 1. Apoko from distance tries his luck, and it was nearer the corner flag than it was the goal. He's 30 yards out and he lets fly with his right foot. I don't think there's much wrong with that, to be honest. You want a player who's got a bit of confidence, and so he should. He got the first goal this afternoon. Johansson takes the goal kick just over the halfway line. It's chested down by Bosnick. Swansea win it back. Timon has it. Timon is fouled. It's a free kick. Really silly foul by the Stoke City front man. Just gave away possession, but allows Swansea City a couple more seconds to just move players forward, lift the ball forward now. Ida was underneath it. Widdell gets a touch over to trying to force their way through. Timon inside to Fulton back to Welsh. Fulton has it back into his own half to Vigouroux. Left-footed, downfield. Apoko, now then, is he onside, is he offside? Is he waiting for the ball to bounce? It was taken away from him. Widdell. Key, space on the right, level with the edge of the penalty area. Josh Key curling it over to the far side. Coming in, keeper makes a one-handed save, and Swansea can't get on the loose ball. Just outside the box, they pick it up. Stamanic curls it to the far post, and Johansson this time can get 2 hands on it and claims it for Stoke City. Josh Key in space on the right hand side. He hit it deep. Was at full stretch coming in, and his was more a ball back looking for somebody to get on the end of it than a direct shot, but the keeper had to react and pushed it away, relying then on those in front to tidy up. Stoke City 1, Swansea City 2. Swansea find that third. There's Thomas trying to get down the left hand side for Stoke. He's challenged by Josh Key, sends it back to the halfway line. Stoke this time try their luck over on the right hand side. Man off, nowhere really for him to go. And Wilmot has a touch. Maxi puts it back out to Manoff. Side it goes to Samare, over to the left-hand side. Thomas tries to curl it in, headed away on the edge of the Swansea City penalty area by Stamenic. Swansea's turn now to sit deep. Bocat on the left to Thomas, closed down by Opoku. The ball inside, Galbraith back towards Thomas, left-hand side. Fulton intercepts and clears to Opoku, who just rifles it downfield and out of play, probably crossed round about the halfway line. Leo Volta to come on, last of the 5 changes for Swansea City. Just waiting confirmation who he's going to replace in the centre, and the answer is Jay Fulton. Let's see how he does. Effectively one of the summer signings. His deal last year was a loan deal, an option to sign, and Swansea did sign. They made it full-time, permanent in the summer. And he's got a very important 6 minutes to play a part in for Swansea City, who are at the moment defending. Bocat inside the penalty area, and he tries to shoot left-footed towards the goal. I think he was probably heading into the side netting anyway, but Figueroa got down, pushed the ball up in the air, gathered it. And Eric Junior Bocat probably can't believe how much opportunity he's had this afternoon. He scored that goal, and there's another chance there for the man born in Paris, 27 years of age. Just trying to rack my brain as to whether we've had too many stoppages in the second half, and apart from the goals and the substitution, or the goal and the substitutions, I don't think there's been any significant ones. As inside the penalty area, really good timely challenge from Cabango, stopping Manoff getting into the box. And that looks to be a foul over on the far side, which the referee has given. Free kick, Swansea City. Manoff breaking in, as I say, just seconds ago. Cabango getting that challenge in, really important. We're not hearing much Delilah being sung by the Stoke City supporters this afternoon. In fact, we're starting to see them heading out in big numbers as we reach 4.5 minutes left of the game. Sorba Thomas trying to get down the left-hand side. Waddell comes across the front of him. It's a free kick just a few yards inside the Swansea half. Enough contact for the referee to blow his whistle. It's booked Waddell as well, though. Teams off cards this afternoon. Swansea also booked. Back on the 53rd minute, as the free kick comes edge of the box, cleared away. Everybody jumping. It's just head tennis at the moment. Cabango puts it back up, edge of the box. Timon trying to hook it away, not able to do so. Million Manoff over on that right-hand corner. Timon watches it go over the touchline from Manoff's last touch. It is a Swansea City goal kick. Well, at one each, we would have been 8th in the table. If it stays this way, we'd currently go to 4th in the table. So early, of course. 3 minutes plus added time. Long kick by Vigouroux. Back it comes from Stoke City into the centre circle. Little touch off out wide onto the right hand side. Wilmot it was, the former Swansea City player, of course. Came on loan from Watford back 2019. Seems more recent than that, but Riddell sticks a foot in, wins it back, out to Opoku, touches it short, lifted down the centre. Now then, Swansea did have a runner in Volta. Johansson came out with his penalty area, in fact almost up to the centre circle to take it away from the Swansea substitute. Out to Thomas, who's a threat all the way through to the very last minute. Swansea cannot switch off. Maxi sending it out to Manoff, crossing in from the right hand side, and up go both hands of Lawrence Vigouroux. He's being told by the referee that the countdown has started. Downfield it goes. And Ida the target, and he gets it, and he takes it, and he takes it into the corner on his own. Plays it back to Waddell. Waddell to Ida. Has Adam Ida got the winner this afternoon for Swansea City? Waddell goes down, no foul. Thomas has it deep inside his own half, little ball in field. Stamanic slides in. Volta has it on to Om in the centre. Om, well, he tried to play it forward to Volta in the D of the penalty area, and it just runs through Volta. And Johansson has it, and we've got 45 seconds of the 90 still to play. From a goal down to 2-1 up. That's what Middlesbrough have done this afternoon. It's what Swansea City have done as well. Is Adam Ida's goal going to be the last of the afternoon? Scored on 66 minutes. Vito Matos will be speaking to the Swans media team in about half an hour's time probably, and his words, 4 added minutes, his words will be relayed on the Swansea website and the Swansea app. Let's hope that the manager is celebrating a win on the opening day. Timon gets booked, stopping Stoke, breaking away. It's the kind of free kick that he has no problem at all giving away. Happy to do so. Over on the right hand side, more of the home supporters heading out. Their team switching it on the halfway line to Bocat. Bocat, as he has done this afternoon, pretty much every time he's got the ball, looking to release Thomas on the left hand side. Thomas gets across into the Swansea penalty area. It's Cabango looking tired, as many of the players who've been out there since 3 o'clock are, but he scoops it away and into touch, and a minute of the added time has gone. Galbraith to Thomas. Can't find a way past Opoku, who gets the touch to put it in for a throw. Stoke take that throw quickly, there's no delay now. Over to Manoff, over on the far side. He's followed by Om, and then Ida steps in and dispossessed after good work by Om. Ida to Opoku, in space on the right hand side. Gets forward, he bursts forward. Stoke get men back behind the ball. Swansea are at the stage where, yes, a third goal would be good, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is they don't concede now, and they have the ball with Om halfway inside the Stoke City half, left hand side. Welsh releases it. Swansea have nobody in the middle. There's no point in crossing the ball. It would be automatically conceding possession. Back to Timon, who'd held onto it so well. Timon lifting it towards in the corner. Throwing himself in there. Walters in there as well. Stoke throw into their own penalty area, brought out by Luke Graham. Graham plays it forward. That should and is Josh Key ahead of Sorba Thomas. Opoku back to Key. Key to Opoku. Halfway line right hand side for Swansea. Back to Cabango. 93 minutes. Pretty much done. One more to go. Remember, it's Sheffield United next Saturday from the Swansea.com. It would be a huge disappointment if Swansea don't go into that one on the back of 3 points. Here's Thomas trying to come inside Opoku, and he does. Lays it off into the centre. Ida's back covering. It goes over onto the far side. Lifted into the Swansea penalty area. Headed away. Galbraith has it. Out to Thomas, left hand side. Thomas right-footed cross in, and the header is well high, well wide, and maybe Bosnick's had last chance for Stoke City. Huge cheers over to the right hand side, the away supporters behind the goal. Mark Robbins, until recently, had a dreadful record against Swansea City, and his poor record starts again because Swansea City have won on the opening day of the season. They were a goal behind early on, but Adam Ida came off the bench to finish it after Opoku had equalised. Story of the game, Swansea dominating the possession. By half-time it was 70%. By the end of the game it had dropped to 60%, but that's still pretty impressive stats on the first game of the season away from home. Swansea behind through Eric Bokat's first goal for Stoke on 10 minutes, but they never lost any faith or confidence in what they were doing. Joseph Opoku equalised on 22. Swansea had broken down the left-hand side. The cross had come in. Potnick had touched it onto Opoku, and right-footed he hit it first time into the net, albeit with a little defensive touch. And then in the second half, what a substitution made by Vitor Matos. 66 minutes gone. He brings on Adam Ida as part of a triple change, and within a minute the ball is coming in from the left hand side, and Ida is scoring from close range. They did enough in the closing stages. They could have had another one themselves, but they did enough to ensure that they didn't concede, and you can see that Vitor Matos is absolutely delighted. The voice and the words of the manager to come on Swans website and app later this evening. There'll be player reaction tomorrow, and then all the build-up towards Sheffield United next weekend. What a start to the season. One game gone, one win. From me, Anthony O'Connell, it finished Stoke City 1, Swansea City 2.